What is up, everybody? Big Juicy Hog, your Hog of Duty, and welcome back to the channel. So what I wanted to talk about today is they released the patch notes for the new crossplay open beta, and I'm going to be going over each one of those notes, what they mean, and talk a little bit about the disappointment of what they didn't put in. So as you guys know, the beta has already begun for early access, so if you're PlayStation 4 you can have access no matter if you pre-order or not. And if you're on PC or Xbox, if you pre-ordered, you have access right now as well. First thing they have on here is double XP and double weapon XP beginning October 16th through the rest of the weekend. So they said, "We've heard your feedback about wanting to try out more attachments on the weapons available in the beta, and with even more weapons joining the phrase, we increased the level cap on Thursday and Saturday. We're cutting the time it takes to level up your weapons in half. Enjoy." This is a pretty important change in the first weekend. I think the highest I got any of my guns was about level 12, and I believe that was the M16 for me. So being able to unlock more of the attachments will allow you to try out different loadouts and actually figure out which guns are good, which guns are less good, and which ones you really enjoy. Unlock a new Smg Blueprint for launch. As a reminder, everyone who reaches level 10 in the beta will unlock the Mutual Animosity Smg Weapon Blueprint at launch, which comes equipped with multiple attachments ready to go on day one. So that's cool. I like weapon blueprints. A lot of times I don't use them, but on day one I guess it's something that you could use until you unlock other stuff. The only thing I don't really care for on it is it looks like it has an actual ACOG scope for an SMG, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Introducing Fireteam Dirty Bomb. 10 squads, 40 players, total mayhem. This weekend drop into our biggest multiplayer experience in Black Ops Cold War across 2 massive maps in Fireteam Dirty Bomb. You and your squad will fight off 9 other fire teams to collect uranium, locate dirty bombs, deposit uranium, and detonate the bombs to spread radiation across the map and take the win before anyone else. Detonating dirty bombs will trigger radiation zones that expand across a section of the map, causing radiation sickness among players caught in the fallout. Radiation sickness has 3 levels. Weakness disables all your perks. Fatigue reduces the effectiveness of health regen. Internal bleeding causes damage over time, eventually leading to death. Be sure to steer clear of radiation zones and scavenge for resources between dirty bomb detonations. Look for caches containing useful items like armor plates, self-revives, score streaks, and the uranium pouch, which increase the maximum amount of uranium you can carry at a time from 5 pieces to 10. Get more info on Fireteam Dirty Bomb and the Fireteam spawn system at our New Ways to Play blog. And watch the new trailer above to get a taste of what's on the menu this weekend. So this sounds like a pretty cool game mode, and it sounds like this is going to have the gameplay that we're going to be looking at in their version of Warzone. I know Warzone's going to be pretty much the same, but it looks like this is their way of introducing some of those mechanics into this game and showing them off. New maps, Ruka and Alpine. With the addition of our new Fireteam Dirty Bomb experience comes a rival of 2 biggest and most detailed maps yet in Black Ops Cold War beta, Ruka and Alpine, both available throughout the cosplay open beta. I think I just said cosplay open beta instead of crossplay open beta. Honestly, I think that would be a better beta. So neither one of these really truly interests me that much. I'm not a big fan of the huge maps and the huge game modes. So if you want, you can go check it out in game. Sounds like they're just both big maps with a lot of sight lines and a lot of stuff to hide from. New tools of the trade. With the level cap increased to 31 at the start of the crossplay open beta, players will be able to rank up to unlock new weapons, perks, equipment, and more to deploy on the battlefield. These include weapons, the LW3 Tundra Sniper Rifle, the QBZ-83 Assault Rifle, and more. There were a lot of people in the beta who thought that the sniper rifle that was available was pretty bad, and they really wanted to try this one out. I'm hoping this one's not overpowered, as I don't really feel like getting quick scoped all weekend. So perks, Cold-Blooded Flak Jacket. Cold-Blooded is kind of worthless in my opinion because these streaks are absolutely terrible anyways. Score Streak, Napalm Strike. That sounds like something that will actually be fun to try and may actually get you some kills. Wildcard Gunfighter. Equipment, Molotov. And a 10th custom class. Then on Saturday, October 17th, we're raising the level cap again to 40 for even more content to unlock. Weapons include RPD light machine gun, RPG-7 launcher, magnum pistol, and more. Perks, Quartermaster, and Ninja. I am actually looking forward to Ninja being able to run around silently around the map, or at least more silently than now, will be a welcome addition to the game. Score streaks, Air Patrol, Chopper Gunner. We already know all about Chopper Gunner from the alpha. It's a very powerful streak. It'll be very difficult to get in this one because all of the streaks are very difficult to get. Air Patrol, I think that's that stupid streak where you can actually just kill everyone else's streaks, which is terrible. The streaks are already bad, and if you give them a streak to kill all the streaks, might as well just not have them. The wild card Perk Greed is one that I really want to play with. I know there was a pre-made class that had it in the last beta, but I would like to kind of build my own class with it. Equipment, Decoy, and Semtex. That's okay, I guess. Field upgrade, Jammer, which I'm assuming you're just going to throw on the ground like the field mic, and it will jam the area like a counter UAV instead of functioning as a UAV for you. More modes, Hardpoint and Control. We're also adding Hardpoint and Control into the crossplay open beta. Longtime players have known Hardpoint since its introduction in Black Ops 2. Two teams fight for control of the Hardpoint, blah blah blah. So both of these modes are fun modes, and I think that this will be a good addition to the beta. I like these objective modes. They give you a little bit more time, and you can get some more kills, which lead to you actually being able to get streaks. They also have a combined arms mosh pit if you like the 12v12 experience. I don't really care for it that much. Gameplay updates. In response to player feedback and game data from last weekend's PS4 beta, made some gameplay updates and tuning changes, movement, weapons, attachments, and more. Movement. Reduce the speed of the initial slide impulse and slightly shorten slide duration. During the PS4 beta, we found players over-relying on sliding to traverse ground quickly or engage at close quarters, making it difficult to target players in the open. Our goal is for sliding to function as a smooth transition to cover, escape, or transition to a crouching stance. This weekend's changes result in a snappier slide that better fit our goals for the mechanic. And as I previously said, they also reduced the speed of the slide with the Duster stock attachment equipped. This was a very needed change. Like I said before, you had people just sliding all around the map, cancel sliding. It looked ridiculous. It looked like Sonic the Hedgehog rolling around, and it made it difficult to target people if they were actually good at it. You could slide back and forth, forward and back. It looked like you were doing the electric slide all around the map. Weapons, Milano 821, reduced damage fall off range. This update caused the 4-hit range to turn to 5 hits at 12.8 meters, down from 19.2 meters during the PS4 beta. Now, if this is a second nerf, that kind of sucks. Because the Milano 821 is a good weapon, but it didn't seem overpowered by the time I got to it. I'll give it a shot and see if it's still a good, viable weapon. I'll let you guys know. The AK-47 slightly reduced recoil. I'd like to see the AK-47 remain a top contender for assault rifle picks, and it was barely edged out by the XM4 and Krig 6 in the PS4 beta. By reducing its recoil, we're giving the AK-47 users a better opportunity to compete. I didn't play the AK-47 at all during the beta, but I'll give it a shot this time. M16 increased time between bursts from 0.216 seconds to 0.233 seconds. This weapon's high lethality and well-rounded attributes allow it to overperform even outside of its intended role during the PS4 beta. This change keeps the M16's power and accuracy while requiring more precision. So the M16 was incredibly powerful during the beta. It was probably my favorite gun, and for that reason I also enjoy burst rifles from time to time. I don't see this causing too much of a problem for people that are good at using it. It's not that big of a switch between bursts, but it could cause you to lose some up-close gunfights. Type 63 reduced recoil. A new recoil system tuning made this weapon a bit too difficult to hit multiple shots on target. Toned down the recoil to make it more effective as a precision weapon it was meant to be. I didn't play the Type 63 at all, so I can't really speak on it. RPD, slightly reduced hipfire spread. RPD can be effective at long range. We've improvised this close range reliability compared to the PS4 beta. I think the RPD was one of the LMGs in the beta, which I actually thought was a pretty good weapon, so this will be a nice little update. Gallo Sa-12, which was the fast-firing shotgun. Adjusted medium range damage to require 3 hits to kill instead of 2 at mid-range. This was an extremely effective secondary through the PS4 beta. With the tuning update, it will still take 2 hits to eliminate an enemy within short range, just not quite as far out. So I don't know if this is a very good adjustment. I think that the secondaries were not that great. The Gallo itself seemed okay, but now it seems like it's probably going to be quite a bit weaker and a lot of people won't use it. I know people hate shotguns, but I feel like they're also a necessary part of the game. Attachments. Agency Suppressor reduced some recoil bonuses. This attachment came with too many strengths without enough trade-offs during the PS4 beta, particularly with how much it reduced recoil. Update reduces some of those bonuses while still making them notably beneficial. That's another thing I didn't even get to unlock, so I guess congrats to those people who unlocked it and got to actually play with it. I didn't unlock a single suppressor on any gun just because of how long it took to level them. Field upgrades. The field mic. Reduce the range of the field mic can detect players who are crouching, aim down sight walking, or moving but not sprinting. During the PS4 beta, this field mic did not incentivize counterplay as much as we were planning for. The field mic will now be less effective at detecting footstep noise from players who move more slowly. So the field mic obviously was a very powerful field upgrade. It could be annoying if you're running around the map and all of a sudden you find that you're just getting killed out of nowhere. You have no idea why they could see you. It usually blended in quite a bit with the level, which caused it to be hard to find unless you're running engineer or something like that. I think this is a nice change, although I don't know how much difference it's going to make for a lot of players. This is a more rushy type game, and players like to run around a lot more. Equipment. Frag Grenade. Reduce damage on the outer half of the frag grenade splash damage radius. While we expect frag grenade usage to drop significantly in the cross-play open beta as more wildcard and lethal options open up, we also agree with the feedback that frags result in kills a little too often. This was true. I remember throwing tons of grenades, just chucking them across map and getting kills, which is absolutely ridiculous. I got more cross-map kills with grenades in this than I think I have in any Call of Duty for an entire cycle. They had some known PC issues and workarounds. Mouse wheel input delay defaults at 0, which is lower than intended. They recommend a default value of 80. When many audio devices are available, it's not possible to view or select the last one from the drop-down list. The workaround is the audio devices can be selected using the keyboard. Some players on AMD GPUs may experience frequent packet burst spikes during gameplay. The workaround is lowering the graphic settings, and that can help alleviate the severity of the issue. Hey, thanks Treyarch. I'd like to lower my settings so that it works. Woohoo! Cross progression is confirmed. If you're wondering if your progress carries over from platform to platform during the Cold War beta, the answer is yes. Obviously you have to link all of your stuff at callofduty.com, but I played the PS4 beta last weekend and I'll be playing on Xbox this weekend. So I will see in a little bit if it's actually transferred over for me, and that's actually pretty cool because I don't want to have to unlock everything else, and I think starting with all the attachments unlocked is a nice little bonus for the players that played last weekend. And you can get early access with Twitch drops if you're still looking for early access from the 15th to the 16th on Xbox One or PC. Originally I thought they just said PC and not Xbox, but that's cool. Watch any streamer playing Black Ops Cold War with Twitch drops enabled on Twitch from 10 AM Pacific time, which is already come and gone, all the way up until 11:59 PM on the 16th for a chance to grab a code of your own. Get all the details at the Call of Duty blog. Alright, so the last thing that I wanted to talk about for the beta was the PC requirements if you want to play this on PC. They have minimum and recommended specs. The following minimum specifications are required to run the Black Ops Cold War beta on PC. Operating system: Windows 7 64-bit SP1 or Windows 10 64-bit 1803 or later. CPU: Intel Core i5-2500K or AMD equivalent. Video: NVIDIA GeForce GTX 670 2GB or the GTX 1650 4GB or AMD Radeon HD 7950. RAM: 8 gigs, HDD, 45 gigs HD space. Network: broadband internet, sound card DirectX compatible, and it requires DirectX 12 compatible system. Now the recommended specs are Windows 10 64-bit with the latest service pack. CPU: Intel Core i7 4770K or AMD equivalent. Video: NVIDIA GeForce GTX 974GB, GTX 1660 Super 6GB or AMD Radeon R9 390 or the AMD RX 580. RAM: 16GB RAM, HDD, 45 gigs HD space. Network: broadband internet connection. Sound card DirectX compatible and requires DirectX compatible system just like the other one. So that is going to be it for today's video. I know that's a little bit longer than usual, but I wanted to get all the information out to you guys as soon as possible. For those of you that are still sitting at work just waiting to get your grubby little hands on the beta, you can listen to my dulcet tones. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I will catch you in the next one, and go ahead and go out there and enjoy the beta.